Uh, if I put this on YouTube because this doesn't work, I'm doing a little explanation for skin and coloring, although I'm not really good at it myself, but I do have a process that I do to just kind of get an idea, because you can do color fixes and stuff later. So first what I do is start with what I think my color is going to be the darkest. I usually like to go into the reddish purples for the skin, because the skin is a warm color. And I always use like a soft brush first when it comes to skin, because skin is really soft, and you can add hard edges and stuff later, and it's also easier to blend, especially if you're doing this with you're just doing it straight from hues, which is the colors. So what I do now is I usually I do this thing called hue shifting, which is I move the bars to different colors, and that's how I get my colors to look vibrant on the fly sometimes. And so I will move more towards like the reddish, and this is where you play to get the color of your skin that you want. And I'm gonna go for, let's see, yeah, that's a little too pink. Skin, what a lot of people tend to accidentally do is they make it too saturated, and that's why you get like a really bad tan looking when you're doing skin. So I'll choose this color, and then I'll choose like a highlight, and I'll go a little brighter. I try not to hit white. White is usually like a last effort kind of thing, because that's when you really want something to really pop. So I try to avoid that until like it's the last. So I barely touched it. We're not even near white, and I'm gonna eye drop that. And now we have like this kind of mix of a skin, and skin also has like that subsurface scattering to when your skin is transparent, and so you can kind of see the blood. So that's when you'll need more of the reddish colors. Try not to go too crazy with it, and then it's just really light, and there you go, you got your subsurface scattering. And if this doesn't work, if these colors don't blend the way you want, what I do is usually take my eyedrop tool and I kind of eyeball it. So you see how this square is going up and down and this is going left and right? I kind of eyeball it, and I move it just a bit to the saturation side, which is the really colored side, and I move it kind of like in between. And then you will now have these colors that can harmonize together because they get along. You can get two desaturated colors, which is your dark color when it's more towards this this side with the less color, and your highlight color, you can get them to get along when you go in between them and put them more into the saturation. So that's usually what I do for what I try to keep in mind when I do skin. So I hope that helps. It's not 100%, but it's basically like in a very short version of what I've learned from tutorials. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.